Hello students, now I am going to teach you about inductance, capacitance and impedance. Here you can see a circuit with voltage source V of t with an inductor coil uh, L, inductor coil and current I passes through it. So whenever you have a coil and a current passes through it, it exhibits flux and those flux are magnetic lines of force. So the current will be induced in such a direction that it will oppose any change in the flux induced in the coil. So the inductance is a property exhibited by an element which opposes the change in voltage which causes the flow of current. Hope you are able to understand. You have a voltage source and this voltage source produces current I. When the current passes through the coil, there will be a flux linked with the coil. So the inductance will oppose the change in the voltage. Will oppose the change in the voltage, which also causes the flow of current. Now you can see a single turn coil, and if the flux linked with the coil is phi, then it is 1 into phi. The total flux linkage is 1 into phi. If there are n turns in the coil, then the flux linked with the coil is n phi. This I call it as flux linkage. Flux linkage, and inductance is defined as the ratio of the flux linkage to the current through the coil. Now you can see this. V is proportional to di by dt. You may wonder from where did I get this equation. This is by Faraday's law. This is by Faraday's law. Faraday's law states that whenever you apply a voltage to a coil, there will be rate of change of current flow. So V is proportional to di by dt. Whenever I use a term called as rate of change, then you have to mention as d by dt of that parameter. Now I have to introduce constant of proportionality. So V is equal to L into di by dt. L into di by dt. So from here I have to arrive at this equation. How will I do that? V by L is equal to di by dt, and the next step is V by L into dt is equal to di, then 1 by d is equal to V by L into dt. This 1 by d is your integration. So finally you get your I as 1 by L into integral of V by dt, V into dt. And energy, come to energy part. Inductor stores energy, and what energy it stores? It stores magnetic energy, and the energy can be found by W is equal to half into Li square, where L is the inductance and I is the current flowing through the coil. This is all about your inductance. Next comes your capacitance. The definition of capacitance is, it is the property of an element which opposes any change in the charge or voltage. So it opposes the changes in the charge or voltage. The unit of capacitance is farad and it is denoted by F. Can you see that? Now the capacitance of a capacitor, it is defined by the ratio of the stored charge and the potential difference across the plate. You may wonder where the plate comes from. Let us consider two parallel plates. Okay, so two parallel plates which is fully charged. One has positive charge and the other has negative charge, and if I apply a potential difference of V between these two plates, there exhibits a property called as capacitance. It exhibits, this parallel plate will exhibit a property called as capacitance. That's why C is equal to ratio of the charge to the potential applied. Now I is equal to C into dV by dt. From this again I can write this equation as I by C is equal to dV by dt. Then I can write as I by C into dt is equal to dV. So V is equal to integration of I by C into dt, or I can write as this. Capacitance is a constant value, so I can take 1 by C I into dt. And the energy, what is the energy stored in the capacitance? I hope you all know, it is electrical energy. Electrical energy is stored in the capacitor. So it is given by half into CV square, where C is the capacitance, V is the potential applied between two plates.